Salam alaikum, and I hope you've had a Merry Christmas, and also welcome back to the Ottoman campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So the Yavuz class battlecruisers are facing up against 4 French battleships. Now, I think I've seen some of these before. Yeah, this one we've fought. I remember this one. This one, I'm not so sure. Is that newer or older? It's got better armor quality. I would suggest newer, but you never know because the AI sometimes they just don't pick the most advanced options. So, yeah. Anyway, on paper we are outgunned by a lot of these 20-inch guns, but in practice I know we can outrange them because some of these are only Mark IIs. So, and if the guns fail, we got enough torpedoes. So let's do this. Alright, that looks like a big one. That would probably be the Servilante class battleship, the biggest one. That may or may not be modern and powerful. We'll see. We already got it spotted. Let's take a look before organizing the fleet. That's the Ceres class that we've seen before. Only 23-kilometer range on the main guns. So, powerful but short-ranged. And the armor it's not bad, but it's only got Citadel 3. Now this one, it's got 16 19-inch guns with 30-kilometer range. Yeah, this is much more powerful. Triple base and dynamite though. So, explosive, maybe. Let's see about the armor. Oh yeah, those are some thick third inner layers. So this one is gonna be hard to put down. At least with guns. Or is it? Let's see. Let's have this image up here update. It's still showing my battlecruiser. There we go. This here is the main belt. The Citadel doesn't... It seems like it doesn't always cover the entire main belt, but typically that's more or less what you get. But we have a lot of fore and aft belt and fore and aft deck. That could be penetrated. So, let's get our stuff organized. We are like 50 kilometers away. You are joining in with the other 3. You're going to be sailing this way, I think. Now, one of the things I know they're working on for the next version of Tweaks and Fixes, that is one of the mods included in the Dreadnought Improvement Project, is an actual, like, way to pre-deploy your ships. Which is going to be very, very welcome. So I don't have to do this at the start of every battle. Turn the guns off on the destroyers and torpedo boats. And they shouldn't have to get close enough for the guns to even start firing at things, but... Let's see, we got the other battleships spotted now too. That's another Ceres class. And this one, the Bairn. Mark 3 18, so almost 30-kilometer range. Citadel 4, so no third layer, but those second layers and the main layers are plenty thick. So this one is also going to be a tough target. My Mark 4 17.5s have a 34.8 kilometer range, which is pretty good, but only leaves me like a 4 kilometer range advantage over their biggest battleship, which isn't much of a margin. Now, I do have the Mark 5s researched. I just haven't had the time to refit this task force yet. Okay, let's are coming straight at me with those short-range guns, while the longer-ranged ships are hanging back. That is almost clever. That almost seems like the AI is using some kind of a brain. Especially since these Ceres class have all their guns facing forwards. Well, they could, like, be very effective just charging straight in. Casabianca has opened fire already. This one is already in torpedo range. This one is the one I really want to have torpedoed. That one and Bearn. How you do circles here? I think we should be able to get like a cross-torp thing going on. Tornado has 12-kilometer torpedoes, but that is their only destroyer. What kind of torpedoes are we looking at on the light cruisers? I think they're all the same class. Yeah, they're all the same. 20 kilometers. They're mostly just hanging back for now. Right, let's pick out the targets for the torpedoes. This squadron is not quite in range yet. They're gonna have to keep closing in. The torpedo boats are in range. Let's have 2 target Casabianca, because that's the most dangerous customer. We're almost in range here. Bearn is still closing in. It's gonna launch. 40-10 will just have to launch a couple seconds later. There she goes. There you go. Torps off. Now the torpedo boats are also heading out. They've launched. Well, we're scoring good hits on Casabianca. Main belt pen, actually, at that angle. And Casabianca takes a bunch of torpedoes. That is one threat taken out. And a flash fire. As I thought she was explosive. I got a light cruiser with some torpedoes here too. So far so good. Torpedoes have done their job. Conspicuous lack of a, I guess that would be a sea turret. I mean, it's kind of A, B, C, D, but they're not all super firing. So maybe it would be called something else. Let's see how long before one of those battleships actually decides to sink. Premier actually dodged all of those torpedoes. But this one might take 3 actually. Nice. So I got another one instead. That's good enough. But Bearn is undamaged. And that's their second most dangerous battleship. I'm just going to turn your main guns off. Bring you to the rear. So you don't just get shot up by battleship guns. I'm going to use the 11s on the heavy cruisers to take care of the light cruisers after the battleships are gone. It still hasn't sunk. There she goes. That's our first kill. I have 2 of them target Bearn now. Two of them are targeting Premier. Why? Still want one of you targeting Casabianca because it hasn't sunk yet. And it's still firing back with those big 19s. Can't have that. It's not hitting anything. Unsurprisingly, it has a lot of damage instability. I don't think it can hit me at when it's sailing away. Aft deck pen on Bairn. Loving that deck hits have been added back into the game. Casabianca is very nearly dead. But she's still afloat, still firing. There she goes. And what do I have that has taken damage? Merrick has taken 2.4. Oh, that's nothing. Basically nothing. You can smoke up. Run away. Prepare to bring my heavy cruisers back into the fight. Keep forgetting these things have torpedoes. And I need to turn off until the point where I deliberately want to launch them. Otherwise we could have accidents. Bjorn is heading out of range. Oh, she's headed towards my light cruiser. She's following these guys. Okay. Premier sinks. If you want to follow my destroyers, I can prepare for that. The Tornado had 12-kilometer torpedoes. It's the range of my secondaries, 13.8. Destroyers are not quite rearmed yet. Merrick is not quite rearmed yet. These things are heading away, but my my heavy cruisers are actually faster than their lights by almost 4 knots. Twelve and 11, almost rearmed. 9 and 10 are also almost rearmed. Over pen. Good. Let's see, battlecruisers. Are you not quite in range of tornado yet? Heavy cruisers. Just sail down this way. I've got to be a little bit careful with my torpedoes here so I don't hit my cruisers. These are ready. What do I do now? No, no, no. We're not following. Stop that. Alright, Merrick, you have your torpedoes ready. There we go, a couple hits on Bairn already. My DDs are blocking the secondary 1.7-inch fire from the battleship. Tornado sinks. My torpedoes are gonna miss this battleship. Launched a little bit too early. And then the battleship slowed down from the flooding, from the first torpedo wave. Are we gonna nail this now? Or is it still slowing down too much? No, I think we launched close enough. It's gonna be okay. And that one changed course. That's very nice. And these light cruisers have also launched. And also might end up hitting that battleship. Ah, maybe not. The cruiser was heading this way. That's a lot of hits from torpedoes on Bairn. There we go. Enemy torpedoes incoming. Aimed at my my light cruiser, I think. I think Kisara can outrun that torpedo. Very good. Bairn is still afloat, barely. Bairn sinks. Nice. So far, so good. Battlecruisers are heading out. That's fine. They can preserve ammunition. I got very lucky here. Torpedoes not hitting my cruisers because I was looking at something else. There you go. One target each. You may also launch torpedoes. Okay, you just randomly switched target before launching. That's not cool. And we have no torpedoes heading for the rearmost enemy light cruiser. Most of these have launched their torpedoes already. That's not a big threat. Some of them have already torpedoes on the other side though, so if they turn around, I might have to pay attention again. Torpedo hit on George. And a couple more. And someone Suchet as well. Nothing on the Asas. And George is just one flooding hit away from sinking. You know, it's just a matter of not running out of ammunition, and I should have this. My 11-inch guns have a comfortable range advantage over their torpedoes, but at at max range, they're not going to be penning much. Oh, armor quality. 190, okay. Close enough to 200. They actually don't carry that many deck launchers. Is it only one quintuple per side? Yeah. And the underwater tubes, but they almost never have the angles. Secondary guns are joining in. Think? Yeah. Secondaries can load AP. Maybe they'll do something. partial pens if nothing else. Let's finish off the wounded one. All main guns. There we go. A little bit of flooding. That should do it. Although they immediately patched it. Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention again. So, see a little dog eat. One torpedo hit. And George almost has her deck launcher reloaded. I was not paying attention again, although it's the enemy launch indicator I need to pay attention to, because I'm not spotting these torpedoes early enough to dodge them anyway. Yeah, they've all spent their deck launchers now. Means I might have another spread of torpedoes incoming. All in all, the torpedo damage wasn't too drastic. Most annoying, perhaps, is Zagano's having a rudder damaged. They are actually launching from their underwater launchers every now and then. There we go, Suchet sinks. Now the Asas is the next primary target. And we're getting close enough that we're going to be burning through their main armor. Actually, let's just throw everything at this one. Secondaries also. But if anyone has torpedoes ready, no one does. So we're burning through a lot of ammunition on the cruisers, but at least the battlecruisers should have plenty of shells for their main guns for the next battle. They didn't really fire that much. They're not fully stocked, and they weren't even at the beginning of the battle, but they're gonna restock a little bit each turn. There you go, finally punishing Cassard. They've done a lot of damage with those torpedo hits. You wouldn't think this cruiser had taken 26,000 damage because it's like really not that serious, but those are the numbers for what it's worth. It's gonna... ships are too far away, so it's not gonna be a good thumbnail, but... let's not ram the sinking ship. If anyone has torpedoes ready now, you do. T2 Kisara, you may launch. You might sink before the torpedoes get there. Yeah. And they were gonna miss anyway. Right. That's a good win, though. And we we identified some potentially threatening French battleships. Right. Let's now see what's up. 0% here. Because the French have a big task force here, too. So this force... we'll have to take care of that. Yeah. How about these guys? The pre-dreadnoughts. I was gonna send them like, wait, do they have a lot of stuff in Scapa Flow? No. It's empty. Where are the British sending their ships? Oh, they're doing a naval invasion. Here. Okay. So we're gonna have to send more ships into the Caribbean. And take care not to send them so they accidentally enter the port. That would be annoying. We already have a force defending that one, although the U.S. Army might be the problem there. %? Why is it? Wasn't this? Didn't I only need like 5,000 tons for this? Do I have any spare cruisers around? I do. Maybe a battlecruiser would be more helpful. There. Now, Sulawesi. Let's take it. We've taken Dutch New Guinea and Papua. So let's see, where are the French sending... block off here, maybe. Maybe get some battles while we're at it. That's a juicy British task force. If I have anything in theater that can handle it. Potentially these things. They're going to be invading Sulawesi. How much did I need for Sulawesi? Can I send those other ships there instead? $28,500. Yeah. Yes. And I will meet these there. Right. Capacity, I'm 100,000 under. I can unsuspend one battleship. Resume construction. 4 and 6 months away from getting another couple of battlecruisers launched. It's going to take another couple of months to get them in service. Yeah, no, I was wrong. I don't have Mark 5 17s yet. I got them in 5 months. So... not soon enough. Mark 4 17s, that's going to be what we have to rely on for now. Otherwise, yeah. Let's just go to the next turn. I don't think I've forgotten anything important. Maybe these cruisers should do something. That's Western Mediterranean, right? Send 2 of them to port so they can generate missions against these ports here. And Brest, the Bay of Biscay, yeah. 2 of them there. Get some convoy missions going. Could also be striking these ports, but that's not as fun as convoy missions. Right, let's see what we get. A whole bunch of meetings. I'm blockading Britain. And some strikes first. Some against me. And one huge battle here in the English Channel. Magenta class battleship. That's another. I think I've seen this before. Yeah, those are the ones with the good 18-inch guns. Mark 3s. This one, I've no idea. Only 13.1-inch guns, but it's got 12 of them. And those would probably be at least Mark 4. Maybe even Mark 5s. The unwieldy class heavy cruisers. Lots of them. Same class, light cruiser, as in the previous battle. This is a different one, with no torpedoes. Right. I think we're gonna have to do this next episode, because this is shaping up to be another big battle. I'm curious to see what this looks like. Yeah, I mean, my Mark 5 13s are pretty decent guns, even if they're only 13s. Step from Mark 4 to Mark 5 is actually pretty steep. So, not sure if they're going to outrange mine or not. It kind of depends on the barrel length and ammunition choice and other things. But if they do, my battlecruisers might end up taking, if not serious damage, then at least some damage from this. Anyway, I'm going to see you next time. Goodbye, and take care.